Like we are used to having opposite words such as yes and no, we can also have opposites in numbers when we work with positive and negatives. Numbers such as positive 3 and negative 3 would be opposite values. Opposite numbers are located the same distance from 0, but in opposite directions. So positive 3 is located 3 places to the right of 0, and negative 3 is located 3 places to the left of 0. Anytime I add opposite values together, they should give me a sum of 0. If I add negative 3 plus positive 3, it's always going to equal 0, and the same would be true for any other set of opposite values. If I'm looking at my opposite values on my number line, I should be able to fold it over so that one would be a reflection of the other. If I fold my number line over, I can see that positive 3 and negative 3 are going to line up with each other, as would all my other values on the number line. So they would be reflections of each other, and this does tell me that they are opposite values. Like whole numbers, fractions and decimals also have opposite values. If I wanted to find the opposite of positive 1.5, I would need to go 1.5 places to the left of 0. So the opposite of positive 1.5 would be negative 1.5. The same with decimals. If I have the decimal negative 5 2/10, its opposite would be 5 2/10 to the right of 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2/10. So the opposite of negative 5 2/10 would be positive 5 2/10. We can see that these numbers still create that reflection and mirror image of each other on each side of 0. Even when numbers are close to 0, they still have opposites. Positive 3/5 would have an opposite at negative 3/5. And with decimals, negative 8/10 would have an opposite at positive 8/10. The only time we have a number that doesn't have an opposite is 0. When we talk about opposites, we talk about its distance from 0. Since 0 is the value 0, it's not going to have another number that has the same distance from itself as itself.